This past Tuesday, 2 days before his death, Roger Ebert announced his cancer had recurred and he'd be cutting back, taking a, quote, leave of presence. Such a peculiar formulation, but he wanted like hell to stick around. As a writer, he was direct and unfancy, good enough to win a Pulitzer, but in middle age became a better talker. He spoke in paragraphs, framing his thoughts so they built to a point that went zing, and everyone got it. Everyone. People see critics as opinion droppers, elitists. Ebert was anti-elitist. Me and you, he said, and movies. Few remember the early Ebert, who drank and spent nights at the Playboy Mansion and wrote 1970s Beyond the Valley of the Dolls for memory maven Russ Meyer.
And this is Roger Ebert, the film critic from the Chicago Sun-Times. And right over
then he sobered up and partnered with Chicago colleague Gene Siskel, who was prickly and scattershot, where Ebert was lucid.
I'm not wrapping myself in the flag of children, you're wrapping yourself.
Often, Ebert could barely conceal his contempt for Siskel's fuzzy thinking.
So if a friend asked me to see it, I'd say see it, but be prepared to be disappointed.
I'd tell a friend, okay, that's great.
But as they became celebrities in their own right, they bonded. Kids who grew up seeing films through the prism of their show were thrilled. This was how to talk about a work of art without just spouting, I liked it, or I hated it. Here's the important thing.
Roger Ebert.
Ebert was a public man in a profession of loners, an ambassador, a kingmaker. He promoted young critics and started Ebert Fest for films deserving attention. In recent years, he reinvented himself when a lesser man would have thrown in the towel. That came after cancer, the removal of his jaw, the loss of precious speech. But this cursed event was in some ways a gift. As a blogger, Ebert was peerless, even better on politics and personal stuff than movies. Via Twitter, he kept himself at the center of the debate. He relished the community, the back and forth, the instant feedback. How can you not be inspired by the way the pain made him even more vital? A leave of presence, indeed. More than any one thing he wrote, Roger Ebert's legacy is his presence.